Hi, my name is Ray Beldner, and I'm this week's studio visit artist for I Like Your Work. I'm an artist currently located in Dallas, Texas, and I primarily work in collage and assemblage. My studio is located in a quiet industrial area in North Dallas. I'm currently working on several projects, as you can see. I'm getting ready for a solo exhibition in February of 2025. I like my studio. It's relatively large and light-filled. I've got 13-foot ceilings, a roll-up door, and a couple of skylights that keep it bright. I'm still in the process of organizing it, having only been here a year, coming from California to Dallas. So I'm still building it out, trying to figure out where to put all this artwork I've produced in the last year. I work in collage and I also work in assemblage, and I do these large wall pieces as well as some small wall works like these. I call these my lowercase wonders. My work wasn't always this abstract, intuitively made and process-oriented. My earlier work was conceptually driven, but I've always had an interest in artists and art history. I've always found inspiration in historically important artist work as a jumping off point for my own. These newer works continue my fascination with art history. In my 2D collages on panel, I'm interested in the tension between figuration and abstraction, the blurring between figure and ground, and the play of color relationships. The shapes I use to make the assemblages are all derived from historic and contemporary artists. For example, this work, Gladly Beyond, the individual shapes that comprise the overall composition are outlines of Henry Moore and John Arp sculptures. Then the imagery that is collaged onto them is also from art historical sources, as diverse as the paintings from the Renaissance to paintings of Sol LeWitt. As you can see here, the shapes are all laser cut from 1/2-inch plywood, which I've had done elsewhere, and then I bring it back to the studio to be assembled here. When I find images I like, either from art history books, auction catalogs, or art magazines, I scan them at a high resolution, and then I blow them up and print the material on my large Epson printer. One interesting thing to know about my work is that even though it's collage, I really don't use paper or glue. Everything is printed onto self-adhesive vinyl that is then cut into shapes. To make them, all I have to do is peel off the backing and stick the pieces to whatever surface I'm working on. No bubbles and no drying time. The vinyl is particularly good for adhering to these irregular surfaces of my collage rocks because it's a little bit stretchy. Then once I finish a piece, be it a sculpture, assemblage, or work on paper, I varnish over everything with a few coats of matte UV varnish. Thank you for touring my studio with I Like Your Work. You can find more of my work at www.raybeldner.com and on Instagram at raybeldner. And you can read a full interview of my practice on ilikeyourworkpodcast.com/studio visit artist. Hope to see you around.